My name is Stephen Williams. I'm one of the senior modellers at Pendon Museum, and I have alongside me one of the first models I made for the museum, which is a model of a building known as the Life at Alms houses, which come from a tiny little hamlet set in the middle of the Vale of the White Horse, where these buildings, almost literally, are the only structures within the hamlet itself. The model was one of the first which I made for Pendon when I joined the museum in 1978, and they took about 3 years to make, finishing in 1981. As far as we know, the buildings date from the 16th century, and they are typical of almshouses. We have a cluster of small cottages built around a courtyard, housing obviously elderly people from within the rural community itself. As you can see, the buildings are made of brick, which is quite typical of the architecture of the Vale of White Horse. And one of the many details that I like within the building is the use of blue bricks laid endways on to create patterns within the overall brickwork itself. And as a modeller, meeting those sorts of challenges and capturing that sort of detail within the miniature building is one of the delights of actually modelling a structure of this nature. The detailing of structures like this is one of the things that I think modellers really enjoy. So, for example, on the passageway which goes through one of the wings of the almshouses, there's a miniature ladder hanging on 2 hooks, which was there on the original and which I've quite carefully replicated in my model. And in front of the chapel itself, a pump, reminding ourselves that in the rural countryside of the 1930s, things like water supply was often a matter of what you could access locally. So pumps were common features in buildings of this period.